Welcome back, coders, to part 3 of our Code Now series in Intro to JavaScript. This is your boy, the Shadow Coder, el programador de las sombras. And you know me, I just like to jump right back into it because I don't want to waste your time. So in your browser, go ahead and type Code Sandbox, and you can do this from any device that you have that connects to the internet. All right, you're going to click on the first result. And if you don't have a Code Sandbox account, you can either click sign in to register or try for free. I'm going to go ahead and click sign in. I have an account. And also we're going to be signing in with GitHub. If you don't have a GitHub account, please type in github.com and you're going to want to register at GitHub as well. Once that is done, come back to this screen and click sign in with GitHub. We're going to go back to the same file that we've been working on so far. So we're going to click on my drafts and we're going to click on the file named, or the draft name, Intro to JS. So in part 2, the last episode, I left you with a homework, a challenge to work with console.log in Node in our virtual environment, our virtual representation of Node.js and JavaScript. And your challenge was to write at least 2 arithmetic expressions that will output or evaluate to the number 4. And as an example, I provided you a JavaScript expression that evaluated to the number 3. Right here, and we're going to select New Terminal. Node is our runtime environment. It is the program that we're using to be able to run JavaScript files so that our computer can understand our code. We're going to type the command in terminal, node, and the name of the file. And the name of the file right now is index.js. And then we'll press enter. And we'll see some outputs. We'll see 2 and we'll see 3, but we're concerned with this expression. So I'm going to go ahead and comment out by using 2 forward slashes, the code above, so that only the following code is executed. So again, I'm going to come to my terminal, type clear. So we have a blank canvas to start from. And again, I'm going to type the same command. Or you can simply press the up arrow on your keyboard if you're using a computer, and then press enter. And you'll see that the output, or our expression here, console.log in parentheses 1 plus 2 semicolon, was evaluated to the number 3. Now I'm going to change this up just so you can see that whatever changes I make in our code editor here, when we run the file in terminal, those changes will be updated. So I'm going to type welcome back, colon, space, intro to JS 3. And again, I'm going to clear my terminal. Get in a habit of clearing your terminal so that you aren't bogged down with a whole bunch of stuff above you, and you can think fresh. So I'm going to type the command again, node, and the name of the file that has our code, index.js. Press enter. I see our updates. Welcome back, intro to JS 3. And now I'm going to go ahead and put my 2 solutions to the challenge. And you can put your 2 solutions in the comments below, because many times there will be many different solutions to a problem. So it's always good to share ways of thinking and ways of going about solving problems. So previously I used addition in my expression, and this time I'm going to use a different form of arithmetic and a different arithmetic operator. I'm going to do 12, no parentheses needed because we're doing arithmetic, minus 8, semicolon. Come back, clear my terminal, run index.js using Node, and I see that 12 minus 8 evaluates to 4. So that's one solution. And so then I'm going to do my second solution. On the next line, I'm going to write console.log, and in parentheses, I'm going to put 8, and I'm going to use the / symbol, which we use for division, integer division, followed by the number 4. So I have 8 divided by 4. And let's see what this expression evaluates to in terminal. Clear terminal. The next command is, of course, node index.js. Press enter. And then I see that that is not the correct solution. So let me go back to my code editor and make my changes. So I'm going to change this to a 2 instead of a 4. And now, when I run the command node index.js, both expressions now evaluate to the number 4. These are my 2 arithmetic expressions that evaluate to the number 4, and I'm going to add a third to demonstrate that you can also multiply. So I'm going to put the expression 2 times 2. And then I'm going to come to terminal. Go ahead and clear the terminal first. Had a connection problem, had to reestablish my connection. So terminal is clear, and I'm going to run the program again using node index.js. And again, we'll see that the third expression on line 26, console.log 2, and using the asterisk symbol, 2 or 2 times 2 also evaluates to 4. And that leads us into our final discussion for this part of our series, and that is going to be arithmetic operators. And simply put, operators are symbols on your keyboard that tell your computer what to do with the operands. And then the operand are simply values that go on the left and the right of the operator. For me, spelling is not my strong suit. For example, here are the 4 main arithmetic operators: plus, minus, and asterisk for multiplication, and then the / for division. So this is the plus operator, or the cross, or whatever you want to call that symbol, used for addition of numbers. And here's example. 3 plus 2 gives us an example of our operator, the plus symbol, and then the 2 operands, the 3 that is on the left and the 2 that is on the right. So the 3 and the 2 would be the operands. Using JavaScript, it would simply be console.log, and then that would be the valid JavaScript for this to evaluate to the number 5. List the minus operator used for subtraction of numbers. And here would be an example. 7 minus 2 also equaling 5. We have the minus operator, and on the left we have the 7, the number 7, which is an operand, and the number 2, which is also an operand. And then of course the multiplication operator used multiplication, and an example would be console.log 2 times 5, which would evaluate to 10, and this would be the multiplication operator surrounded by the number 2 on the left operand, and the number 5 on the right operand. And then finally we have the division operator, the / symbol, used for division of numbers. And then a valid JavaScript expression would be 10 divided by 2, which would yield the number 5. Again, we have the division operator, and on the left we have the operand, which is the number 10, and then the right operand, which is the number 2. All right, let's quickly review. And I'm going to give you a quick word wall for this episode. Call it our JS word wall of new vocabulary that we've learned so far. And we have operator. Quickly, I'm going to put symbol used to tell the computer to do a specific task on 2 operands. And we have operands, the 2 values on the left and the right of the operand. Now I'm going to leave you with some homework. Write 1 valid JavaScript expression using each of the 4 types of arithmetic operators. Happy coding, my friends, and as usual, peace out.